All day today and every day.
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Don't dare forget that umbrella if you're headed to the east today or already there. It is going to be a wet day, not only today, tonight, and tomorrow. We may also need the umbrellas out towards the west. I'll be telling you about the west. This edition of Weather Center is brought to you by GM Pontiac. Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Moser.
And I'm Jill Brown. It looks like the most substantial rain that we have today is along the immediate east coast, and we'll show you exactly where that is in a moment. Let me show you exactly where it was this morning in North Carolina. You may have woke up and traveled off to work this morning in heavy downpours. This was the scene earlier in Barco, North Carolina, in the northeast corner of the state. Moderate to heavy rain fell through much of the morning. This afternoon, there's a chance that you'll encounter showers and possibly even a thunderstorm. Temperatures, on the other hand, will be mild, so there's your little bit of good news. Throw a little something good in there. But the radar right now shows it's not so bad. The heavy rain has exited Elizabeth City. You can see how it's trying to get out of Norfolk. Last hour reporting heavy rain in Norfolk, but now we have a few scatter showers. And yes, there is the possibility of some thunderstorms later in the day, but we'll continue to watch. There's nothing to worry about for the moment. A little farther north, here's our real heavy rain, and this is the batch we're concerned about. We think it'll just slide right up the coast. It probably will end up producing the heavier rain east of Philadelphia, but it could get you in Atlantic City, Manhattan, Long Island, and eventually Boston. We just kind of have to watch it. Certainly more than an inch of rain will be possible through here. We also have some heavier rain back towards Charlottesville. You know who doesn't have rain just yet? Is Washington, although we don't think that you will wait long. Let's take a look at some scenes from Washington, D.C. This doesn't look bad at all, actually. Skies were overcast. Some people managed to get in a little rowing before the rain moves in. D.C. is between two systems, one to its east, the other to its west. Rain has moved into the area, but not quite into the city yet. So hopefully you're getting all of your little errands run before this rain comes in. Farther west, this is our area of low pressure. You can see how everything kind of circulates around it. The same slow-moving system we've been dealing with now for days. Today, we have generally light rain through here, but this has sort of topped off April and made it a record month for a few cities that in the last couple of days have had 2, 3, 4 inches of rain. Jackson, Kentucky now for April, 10 inches of rain. The old record was about 6 inches. Youngstown, Ohio have had a very wet month, and so has Bristol, Tennessee. And of course, same areas, maybe getting a little bit more today. Today, of course, we'll start the clock over again. It's May 1st, and hopefully May will be a better month than April has been. But it does look damp, and even as this low heads up the coast with the heaviest rain, this one will slowly head to the east, and we have one more coming down the pike here. So our overall weather pattern may not change as quickly as you might like to see it. We do not, however, have a lot of thunderstorms. So again, Some good news, some bad news. We probably will see a few more later in the afternoon. You can see the lightning detection data shows just a few strikes. We do not expect to find a whole lot of severe weather, but ahead of our front we may see a few thunderstorms develop, especially here in the mid-Atlantic. And we've already had a few thunderstorms with a tiny little batch right through here. Much of the southeast enjoying the sun, but with this little batch of clouds, we have some rain around Mobile, and the stronger thunderstorms that we had with this earlier have died. Mobile to Pensacola, though, expect at least a little bit of rain coming your way. Lisa?
We take a look at some very warm temperatures that go down in the record book for yesterday afternoon. High pressure was the dominant weather maker. We saw lots of sun and very light winds in the Dalles of Oregon, 94, a record high. Walla Walla, Washington, 90, a record high. And an all-time record high temperature for April for Portland, Oregon, 90 degrees. Also in the downtown area, 88. Vancouver, 88. Pendleton, Oregon, 87. And we're looking at the Yakima, Washington area, 87. That was a tie there. And also in Boise, Idaho, 84, a new record. Looking at the surface feature, you'll notice that we have a low pressure area well to the north over the northern plains. Not a lot of moisture working in with this system, but it's very well organized. Thank goodness that the first system that Jill's been telling you about over the Ohio Valley in the northeast has a lot of the moisture that normally would feed into this system, so to speak. So we do look at the colder air feeding in behind it. Around Minot, we've had a little light snow, but this afternoon, just look for some rain showers. It is daylight, and it doesn't look like the temperatures will be too cool that we'll look for additional snow with this mechanism. The frontal boundary is associated with some rain showers. Not a lot. I'll show you that in a moment, but let me also point out our low pressure out here in the Pacific. This one will take its time about moving inland, but occasionally we are going to see little pieces of energy from this mechanism come inland, and we will see continued scattered rain showers, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon. But first stop on the regional radar, I want to show you the wraparound moisture with this system around the Minot area. That backside, we actually saw a little bit of snowfall here earlier today. Right now, though, we're seeing rain showers, and rain showers it will be. This is a very slow-moving system. Eventually, it will be on a southeasterly track, so watch out. The Twin Cities, you're in for this same moisture that we're currently getting in and around Fargo and Aberdeen, and out towards Sioux Falls here, too. Out towards the west now, occasionally pieces of energy coming in, and that's going to mean occasionally showers. Snow levels a bit high. Probably in the overnight hours, we could see some snow above 5,000 feet. Out towards Denver, we are awaiting a frontal boundary that could also be accompanied by some easterly winds, and that means maybe a little upslope. But right now, we're not seeing any moisture being recorded. Looking at quickly at that satellite imagery, very well-defined cloud covers showing our low-pressure area out towards North Dakota, the frontal boundary extending down towards Nebraska, and looking at the low-pressure area that just continues to spin and spin out here in the Pacific, occasionally sending us just enough energy to give us some scattered showers across the San Francisco Bay Area. Looking at the temperatures, they're warm, but they will be getting warmer today. We may see some 80s across Washington.